The Mary Rose was the flagship of the English Navy under the reign of King Henry VIII Tudor. This warship was known to be a favourite of the King, having spent 34 years in his service. Hello and welcome, I'm the Delta 42, and today I'll be giving a brief history of the Mary Rose, the most famous and most well-known ship from the Tudor period of history. Famous as the only Tudor-era warship preserved anywhere in the world, the Mary Rose was a carrack-type vessel that served for many years before her final action on the 19th of July 1545. She sank in the Solent while leading the English fleet to an attack on the French just off the Isle of Wight, which is a small island just south of Portsmouth. The wreck lay beneath the waves for 437 years before being rediscovered in 1971 and raised back to the surface in 1982. Over the years, there have been many theories about what caused the sinking of the Mary Rose. The most likely being that, whilst turning with the gun ports open, a strong gust of wind caused the ship to list. Listing is when a ship tilts too far to either the port or starboard side and takes on water. This mostly occurred when the ship's balance was off centre. This might not have been a problem if the gun ports weren't open. With water rushing in through the gun ports, the crew had no chance of recovery. The ship was heavily laden with weapons and men, and so once it began to list, there was no saving her. The anti-boarding netting on the top decks also contributed to the heavy loss of life, trapping many sailors below it. Anti-boarding netting was a ship feature that became widespread in the 1790s, so just over 200 years after the Mary Rose sank. I'm sure the sinking had nothing to do with a late pickup of the feature, but it probably didn't help immediately after the fact. Today, the wreck of the Mary Rose sits in a purpose-built museum which opened in May 2013. Many of the artefacts recovered are displayed around the ship with a focus on the crew who sailed her. Sealed in a protective environment, the ship will now be preserved to educate visitors for years to come. And I visited the Mary Rose a few years ago with a visiting relative, and it's actually very interactive. I actually plan on revisiting the exhibit and getting some footage for my channel. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like, and if you want to see more videos from me, subscribe. It's free and it will help motivate me to create more content. If you want to see my other work, click the link in the description to view a full playlist of videos. Again, thank you so much for watching. Like, subscribe, and if you really feel like it, leave a comment. Goodbye and have a good day.